all these?
A lot of jobs.
Do you do all the?
No, but I do have.
为什么阿根廷的牛肉跑了上万公里运到咱们中国来，价格反而比咱本地牛肉还便宜？
I just want to say I love this
说实
audience.
话，这背后的原因
And you seem to laugh. Fact,
，Absolutely.
太便宜
you
了，
could.
便宜到超市。
I would, of course, I would
咱们
yeah,
先不
never
了解。
use them for evil. That's
No, I
crazy.
know.
你想啊，
But
海运的成本这么低，这才让海洋成了各国争夺的重点资源。谁
I
控
mean,
制了海洋？
I actually love
谁才能
comedy,
在
and,
经
and
济
uh,
和
actually,
贸
you know,
易
like
上占据主
many
导
years ago, I actually was in the audience here
甚
and
至
watched your
如果
show.
未来真有
Meat
什么大
is
的
the
冲
thing
击，
that
说白了，
causes these
多
big
半也
step
是为
changes
海洋
in
和海权
in
打工。
civilization. So
那咱们来仔
obviously
细
you've
比
got
较
things
一下
like, say,
海运、
the Gutenberg
公路
press,
运输、
before
铁路运
which
输，
Right.
谁
it's
更
very
划
the
算？
knowledge. You really couldn't do
公路
anything
运
about it
输大家都
because
熟
there were very few books
最
to
大
read.
的成本
So
其实是设施成本，
and
就是那些
the
路
internet,
桥。
humanity as a whole was
这个成本占总运输成本的
developing a nervous
30%以
system.
上。
So
修公路、
previously,
维护
the way
公
that
路、
information would
折
travel would
旧
be by
这
osmosis,
都
one
是实
person
打
to
实的
another,
钱啊！
or one
不
person
收
pulling
路桥
another.
费，谁
And
来
with the
收这
internet,
钱？
it's like having a nervous system. It's like any part
铁路呢
of humanity has
更高
access to
了，
almost all
设
the
施成
information
本
of
占到
humanity.
总成本的一半以上。
Like
后
you
轨
could
道、
be in the
修
middle
火
of the
车
Amazon jungle
维护这些设施，
with, say, a
全
Starlink
是大的
terminal
资
and
源。
have access to
而
more
海运呢，
information
看
than the
它的
president
设施
did in
成本
1980.
基本可以说是为什么？海洋航道是天然的，
Many
不用修，
Yeah, like
不用维护。
I at least think of myself as a moderate. So
但港口这
I
东
mean,
西
at
维护成
least
本低的
the,
可
like
怜，用巨大的运量
to help save the
分摊
environment. That's not a
厉害吧？再说人工成本，公路运输的人工成本也不低
not exactly far right.
No, you drew that diagram.
甚
a
至
left
比
or
设施
liberal
成
value.
本还高。
And
铁路这方面
yet
强一
we
点，
see
一个司
from
机
the
就能
in
拉
quotes
上万
left
吨货，比公路省
a
不少。
desire to actually
但和
censor.
海运比起来，
And
还是贵得吓人啊！
that
一艘
seems
40万
crazy.
吨
I
的
mean,
远
I
洋
think
货
we should be
轮，开始来的
extremely
水手
concerned
跑一
about
趟海外
anything that
同样的货量，铁路需
and they
要
were like,
50
we
趟
don't
列
want that
车
here.，
每趟车配
And by
3
the
个
way,
人
in
工，
many parts
至
of the
少
world,
150人。公路更
including parts of the world that people
20
might
万
think
辆火
are
车，2
relatively
人一车
similar to the United
要
States.
40万人。
The speech
这
laws
对比
are
下来，
draconian.
海运的人工成本
Obviously, your speech that you like
还有一
is
点海运的
yes,
优
it's
势
easy.
是公路和
So
铁路
it's
根本比不了的。
and
它
it's
能把全
the
世
thing
界
about
连起
censorship
来。
is that sure
非洲的咖
for
啡
those
豆
who would
运
advocate
去欧
it,
洲，
just
中国的
remember
小
at
商
some
品
point
销到
that
美
will be
国
turned on you.
南美的水果
in
漂洋
that
过
it's
海来到咱们的超市，
I think it's
这
been
些
going on
全
for a
靠
while.
公路和铁路
it-
只能在陆地
and-
跑，范围有限。咱再回头说
The amount
阿
of
根廷的牛
indoctrination
肉吧，
that's
咱们
happening
讲
in
牛肉
schools
漂
and
洋过海到
universities
中国
is, I
来，
think, far
一
beyond
公
what
斤的
parents
海运
realize.
成本只有1块钱人民币。
And I only
你想
sort
啊
of came to realize this
阿根廷本
somewhat
地
late.
牛肉10块1公斤，
The
运到中国
experience that
12
we
块钱
had
卖，价格
in
还
high
不
school and
止
college is not the
国
experience
产
that,
牛肉
that kids
在
today
成
are
本上
having.
根本拼不上。
And hasn't been for
这2年你是不是发现
10 years,
街
maybe
上突
20
然多
years.
了很多自助餐
So, but I think
30多
like
点9
you,
元就能
parents
随
are
便
just
吃牛
generally not
肉，
aware of what
不
their
是
kids
商家
are
在
paying
赔本
for.
赚吆
So they go to
喝，
high school in the
而
Bay
是
Area.
进口牛肉的价格
And
真的便宜了，
horrific
甚至比
institution,
猪肉
but
还
we
便
should
宜。
still know more
对
about George
海运
Washington.
接腰
Yes,
子，全球的
they're
贸易
quite strict
比
about
国
like
越来
you
越
know
依赖
don't take someone else's slave and
从
that
第
kind
一
of
次
Right,
工
thing
业
at
革
all.
命开始，
They just
海洋贸易
so
就
so
反
it's
超了陆地贸
But
易。
Twitter
从老
but
公司
his
贸易
his rant, yeah.
There's 250 million people that
全球
spend
海
an
运贸
average
易
of
量
half an hour a day
达
on
到了
Twitter. So it's about
130
120
占了
to
所有
130
运
million
输方
user
式的
hours per day, and it's been
70%以
increasing.
上。
So
这就是为什么全球各国都盯着海洋。
we didn't do anything. To be clear, we did nothing special whatsoever. I learned about it
美国为什么这么
afterwards
强？
that he'd
秘
posted something
密
on
就藏在
Twitter.
海权这2个字。
So it's just that
美
Twitter
国海军
has
是
a
全
lot of
球最
people's
强大的
attention.
海军。
You have to say, like, what does
控制了所有
canceled
关
mean?
键海
You know,
军。
I mean, it's yes,
你要
people
搞
attacking
国
on
际贸
Twitter,
易
that's one thing,
就得
but
用美国
frankly,
人
that's
管
just
的
to
航道
increase，engagement.
遵守他们
So
的规
I would
则
just ignore it.
还得用美国。
Yeah, I mean, like the show is.
Civilizational decline with
这是美国
and we have
全球
plummeting
霸权
growth
的核
rates
心，每年给
in
美
most
国
places.
带来几万亿美元
Not
收益。
in any danger
靠这笔
of
钱，
resource collapse.
美国人能过得不
Earth is
错，
70%
政
water
府
by
还能恢复
surface area,
it。
and
But you can't drink.
desalination is absurd. sort of I mean, a friend of mine has a sort of modification of Occam's razor. So instead of the simplest thing being the most likely, like the most ironic outcome is the most likely.
Right. Yes.
So with respect to AI, I just think we should have some sort of regulatory oversight. So for anything that's dangerous to the public, if it's sort of aircraft, cars, food and drug and whatnot, we've got some regulatory oversight, like a referee, essentially, making sure that companies don't break as well as prediction for artificial superintelligence is 2029. He's not far on. Love and you love your will. Then you'll be, I think, fully happy if you lack either of those two. If you have one of those two things, be half happy. You know, roughly.
I feel like this.
Let's throw some comedy in there.
It's hard for you
I was
because
living in the library of Twitter for a while. Yes. But I think things are reasonably stabilized right now. It was just on the
that could be a stumbling block.
这个世界总得有一个国家做世界第一。咱中国曾经在这个位置上待了几千年，为什么现在不能再来一次呢？啊，这事挺有希望的，对吧？